Khan, Shalom, all praises to Yahawah Bashim Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Greatmillstone, and salutations to the hopeful electors pushing his truth and sincerity. So this is going to be a quick hit concerning President Biden, which is actually using these unrighteous decrees to push Christian doctors, so-called Christian doctors, which is actually by the way of a religious exemption, not going along with actually performing abortions. So the state, this is what it actually says: Biden's regime to turn Christian doctors into murderers by forcing them to perform abortion or lose their medical license. So this is next level pressure, and many you might even have brothers in this truth, who might have a certain occupation, which is a medical related occupation, and where they can come with all type of unrighteous decrees. Don't get moved, don't fall for the snares, for the temptation of the wicked. And even if it means that you gotta shift from job, then shift from job. Pray unto the Most that He will guide you in in everything that you gotta do, and everything in abiding in faith. But don't compromise. Don't go into the way of the wicked by thinking like, I have no other option than just to agree and to do what Esau is telling me. Don't go in that way. So let me just quickly read to it. It says it could soon be mandatory for doctors in America to perform abortions, even if their religious beliefs prohibit them from taking innocent human lives. A new mandate being put together by the Department of Health and Human Service, the HHS, as an anti-sex discrimination provision within the Affordable Care Act, would force doctors to murder unborn children or else risk losing their medical license. And that's pressure. And to deal with this pressure, you gotta have the faith. So, but before you even get across to these things, you gotta stay prayed up. Pray the Most High to be merciful unto you. Pray the Most High to protect you. The plan for this mandate was discovered in a memorandum attached to a 74-paged court filing from last November. Catholic News Service reported that the memo revealed that the HHS has promised to revise its mandates on health plan coverage and performance to include surgical abortion, cross-sex hormones, gender transitions, surgeries, gender-affirming cosmetic surgeries and voice modification, along with a host of expanded services dealing with fertility treatments, contraception, abortifacients, and sterilizations. Straight up death, man. You got Planned Parenthood executive expressed joy over possibility for forcing doctors to murder children. Planned Parenthood expresses joy. That's crazy. And by now you already gotta know who is the one who is the founder of Planned Parenthood, Margaret Sanger. And this what you call it what it is, this wicked witch. Let's get some of her quotes. It's evil witch. It says the most merciful thing that a large family does to one of its infant members is to kill it. This is a quote of the founder of Planned Parenthood. No woman can call herself free who does not own and control her body. And that's that energy that is being pushed all over the globe. It's my body. I can do what I want. Yesterday I was watching a clip of it's from the brothers from back in the days, the old school DTA. You know, from Jersey, the old school DTA clip. I was like, yo, hey, this is dope. Checking the brothers out. And then you had this elderly, she was quite old, elderly brown skinned woman, and she walked up. I don't know how the whole conversation, she asked something, and the brother actually pointed out about her cleavage, like how she had to fix up her cleavage. But she didn't want to take the correction concerning the cleavage. She didn't even want to, you know, fix it up. And her reaction was like, "This my body," and I was like, "Yo," they was like, "Yo," because that's truly the it's a feministic mind that is being pushed towards a lot of these females and a lot of these women to think that it's all about how they feel and they can just do whatever they feel that is right and they decide concerning their body. But the understanding is that your body is called in the scriptures a temple, you know, and the temple pertains unto the Most High. There's a certain conduct that you gotta have in treating and being towards the temple, which is well pleasing unto the Most High. So if you're walking in a displeasing way in the eyes of the Most High, the Heavenly Father is going to destroy you for that, man. And what this wicked bitch is actually doing is she's actually pushing that rebellious mind on these girls and women to be like that, man. Got another one. Eugenics is the most adequate and thorough avenue to the solution of racial, political, and social problems. Margaret Sanger. What do we got here? Birth control is the first important step women must take toward the goal of a freedom. It is the first step she must take to be man's equal. It is the first step they must both take towards human emancipation. This is some next level malarkey, you know, madness. But many people fall for this madness. We do not want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population. So they're aiming after it to exterminate the Israelite population, but they don't want the word to go out. Why do you think you got so many abortion clinics in the hoods, in the ghettos? Why do you think that the dark-skinned woman, the brown-skinned woman, is the most, the highest amount of abortion committers? Why do you think that these things are the way how they are today? Because they target our people, man. They really target our people. What do we have here? The basic freedom of the world is women's freedom. A free race cannot be born of slave mothers. Hey, these devils really show who they are and how they think about you, man. So the thing is already said, man. You can read to the whole article by yourself. You know, the article already says it. What these people can expect. And it's just another depiction to show you that Esau, Edom is truly the devil the Bible speaks about, man. Let's get a couple of scriptures and just briefly go to it. The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 26. There shall nothing cast the young, nor be barren in thy land. The number of thy days I will fulfill. So when you go into the scriptures to understand, there shall nothing cast the young. What does it mean to cast the young?
Strong's H7921, Shachol.
It says to be bereaved, make childless, miscarry. To be bereaved, to make childless, to cause barrenness, show barrenness, or abortion. So the Bible states crystal clear the Heavenly Father is against abortion. A person that is actually a follower of the Redeemer, which is the meaning of Christian. A Christian is a disciple, a follower of the Anointed One. When you're a follower of the Anointed One, you can't commit an abortion. You can't you can't undergo that surgery of committing an abortion. And now Biden is coming with an unrighteous decree where it is actually putting pressure on them, like if they don't go along, they can lose their license, man. The book of Revelation chapter 13 verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. So this actually speaks about the social established system which we actually use in this present time. When you're looking at America, the Democrats and the Republicans. But if you go back to the time of Rome, you had the plebeians, the patricians and the plebeians. And the patricians were actually representing the wealthy, high upper class, and the plebeians were actually the lower class, So in this time you got the same thing actually taking place. Politically, they actually speak on a certain way, as if it is like a lamb, as if it is innocent, as if they do these things with a understanding mind, a considering mind. But he spake as a dragon. It is actually a draconian way that is being forced upon the people. If you don't go along, you're gonna lose your license. There will be no religious exempt possible. You either go along, commit abortions, or you don't want to do it, then you lose your license. That's a draconian way of working and forcing people in the way how you want people to be. The book of Proverbs chapter 4 verse 12. Let me see where it is. Let me start at verse 10. Hear, O my son, because we are the children of the Most High. One of the titles of the Most High is He is the Father of spirits. Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. Yeah, because if you walk in the counsel of the Heavenly Father, you will prolong your life. You're walking in life. You're walking in the most just laws. I have taught thee in the way of wisdom. I have led thee in the right path. When thou goest, thy steps shall not be straitened, and when thou runnest, thou shalt not stumble. Yeah, because you are prepared for all the difficulties, man. This is actually an example of a stumbling block, man. You tell them they have to commit abortion. If they don't commit abortion, they will lose their license. A person who is not rooted, is not founded in this truth, a person like that might get scared, might think like, well, there's no other way, and get into a prayer maybe like, oh sweet Jesus, please forgive me, I have to do this because otherwise I will lose my job and I gotta feed my children. People might get in a spirit like that, man. But if you truly believe in the Most High and if you truly fear the Most High, you're not gonna go into that way. You pray unto the Heavenly Father, the Most High will cause for a way out of this wicked, it's evil temptation, this evil stumbling block, which the wicked is actually trying to put up on the road of them that are walking in the way of the Heavenly Father's beloved Son. Because this is not only towards modern day Christians, because you got Israelites who may sincerely walk in the ways of the Redeemer, and who might also cope with these type of situations, man. Also concerning your work and the Jews, brothers ended up in predicaments where their boss might have said like, okay, if you don't take this, then you can't work here any longer. By any means, you're trying to look for a religious exempt, and if they want to force you like, okay, you can't apply that over here, then hey, pray that the Heavenly Father will give you another job. But don't give in onto the temptation of the wicked. It says, take fast hold of instruction, let her not go. Keep her wisdom, for she is thy life. Enter not into the path of the wicked. Don't go along with the ways of them, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. Yeah, don't go into the way of the world. Don't conform yourself unto the ways of the world. The book of Romans chapter 12 verse 2, and be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. Don't give in. Remain in the spirit of the Most High. Pray unto the Heavenly Father. Pray for strength. Pray for mercy. Pray if you deal with a certain situation that the Heavenly Father will guide you through it. If there's need of it, give you another job. But don't give in onto the evil which they're trying to force upon you, because it's going to lead to your destruction. Esau, that's the same thing that the serpent did unto Eve. He even lied about the way that Eve was going into, that Eve wouldn't be destroyed, but the wages of sin is death. So if you go and you conform yourself unto Esau's wicked, foolish mind, you will be destroyed. The book of Proverbs chapter 13 verse 20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise. If you listen to the counsel of the hopeful elect, the brothers that are teaching in sound doctrine, warning you, preparing you, building your mind up for things which brothers might cope with. You got sisters in this truth working in hospital or medical certain occupations. They might deal with certain stumbling blocks, like if you don't go along and if you don't do this, you might lose your license, you might lose your job. These videos are there to edify, to build you up, prepare you for certain situations you might end up in. And these are trials. These are moments where your faith is actually going to get tested. You're going to get tempted by the wicked, and the Lord is going to look at you like, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay faithful? Do you trust in the Most High? It says, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Anybody that is conforming unto the ways of Biden, that the President Biden is straight up fool, is going to be destroyed. It says in the book of 1 Corinthians 10 and 13, there had no temptation taken you, but such as common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. Yeah. No matter what is coming upon your road, the Heavenly Father will always make sure that you can escape. He's never gonna cause a test to fall upon you which is above your capabilities. If you trust in the Most High, the Heavenly Father will guide you through it, man. So the book of James chapter 1 verse 12, blessed is the man that endureth temptation. Blessed are you if you go through all these trials. And we all go to trials. Everybody has his own individual trial. As a group, as a camp, you're going to have collective trials. The Lord is continually testing and checking, how are you dealing with the situation? How is your mind? Was you looking for a solution? What did you do in order to maintain, to abide, to sustain, and to do the will of the Most High? To walk in the counsel of the Most High? Were you walking in the spirit of Yahawashi, or was you just leaning upon your own understanding? The Lord is continually testing, trying, testing, tempting, allowing you to get tempted, to get tried, and the Most High is checking you out if you do the right thing. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Go to these things, abide in the counsel of the Lord, and you will get your crown. This is what I quickly wanted to bring out. Shalom.